The British 155mm AS-90 self-propelled gun is now in service with Ukraine's 117th Mechanized Heavy Brigade, and today it's firing hard in Donetsk. But before we meet the crew and show you this beast in action, here's a quick history drop. The AS-90 was developed in the early 90s, commissioned by the British government. That's actually where it got the name, artillery system of the 90s. It has a purpose-built turret for the L-31 cannon, armored with 17mm steel. The chassis, co-designed with Brazilian engineers who really knew their stuff when it came to armored platforms. Its first real test was in the Gulf War, Operation Desert Storm, and those who used it say it performed like a champ. Unofficially, they call it the Braveheart. And here in Ukraine, this Braveheart's showing what it's made of. Now, how does Braveheart fight here in Ukraine? Let's find out from the crew and see it in action. Can you tell us real quick, what are you doing now?
Cleaning the breach.
You gotta do that after every fire mission?
Ideally, yeah. The more often, the better.
So this is Valik, driver mechanic of this AS-90. Tell us about the machine.
Weighs about 45 tons. Tops out around 65 kilometers per hour. Range? Around 24.5 kilometers on a full charge. If you're firing rocket-assisted shells, 30 kilometers.
We saw you guys cleaning the breach earlier. Is she picky about maintenance?
Officially, you clean it every 60 rounds. The breech, the barrel, all of it. But out here, we might go 200 to 300 rounds before we clean, just the way it is.
Lined it up perfectly.
This is the tunnel system connected by storage rooms for ammo and charges. They're linked to the main bunker where the gun stands. Right here, we've got shells stacked. Supplies get unloaded in this camouflaged yard. A truck pulls up, drops the shells, we roll them in on planks. If they're dirty, we wipe them down, nice and clean, good to go. Inside the bunker, charges are stored separately. For safety, you can't keep shells and charges together, powder's too flammable. Better lose the charges than have the shells detonate. Above us, thick logs in double layers, steel tubes on top of that. And the whole thing's buried under 3 meters of earth. Basically, everything we dug out is now sitting on top. We even seeded some grass, just waiting for the rain to make it grow. This spot was supposed to hold the gun, but it flooded. So now we're fixing that. Bought 2 Camus trucks worth of gravel gets. We'll fill it in, level it out.
Lot of drones here?
Oh yeah, Landsets FPVs, non-stop. Got hit recently by something new. Privet 82 drones. New stuff.
It's a fixed-wing drone, right?
Yes, a fixed-wing one. This here, well, that's from a Lancet hit. Came in from that side, struck, detonated somewhere around here. Shrapnel hit a bit, but nothing critical.
Is this the towing hook?
It lifts up. Want me to show you how?
Wait, that's not the hook. That's the barrel support, right?
Yeah, that's the barrel rest.
Go ahead, show us how it works.
The barrel sits here, locks in place.
How long does it take to go from travel mode to firing position?
To switch from travel to firing mode, 10 to 20 seconds. Easy.
Wanted to ask about mirrors. We saw a new vehicle with rear view cameras. People were asking why not just use mirrors, it is cheaper, simpler.
Honestly, we never used the mirrors, even when they weren't broken. Look, they're gone now. But even before, when reversing, we'd just open the back hatch. Driver looks out and the crew guides him.
Engines on the left, right?
No, on the right. From your side, it's left, but in the vehicle, right side.
And funny enough, British SPG but left-hand drive. This is Broker, the gunner of this legendary AS-90.
This machine is tough and precise, like a sniper rifle.
What's this?
That's a cooling fan. And here's the auxiliary engine, the generator. It powers internal systems without running the main engine. Saves fuel, keeps things cooler inside.
We're inside the AS-90 now. Feels tighter than the Crab SPG, even though the turret's basically the same. I'm sitting in the gunner's seat. This your fire control system?
Yep, this is our targeting system. This screen manages turret functions. In front of you is the commander's panel.
And where's the ammo rack?
Right behind you, the upper rack holds the powder charges. Locks in place so nothing moves when we're rolling.
I see you're using bagged powder. I've seen powder in tablets before.
We use both, but for this gun, bagged charges work better. Over here is the loading tray. It folds down, slides out, you place the shell, hit a button, it flips into position. Next one goes in here. This setup allows us to fire 3 rounds in under a minute, easily.
Why is your call sign Broker?
I'm a customs broker by trade.
So if I've got a stuck shipment, you can clear it?
Sure can.
What about an SPG?
No problem. Smuggle it in by plane if needed.
There's a lot of work on this front, but we're handling it. On the Kursk front, it was brutal, constant push forward. We barely had time to dig in before orders came to move another 3 kilometers ahead.
How did the locals react when you passed through?
They'd run out shouting, "Thank God," in Ukrainian. Some spoke a mixed dialect, but mostly Ukrainian. We shared whatever we had, food, supplies. There were no stores left there.
How was the withdrawal?
There was just one road out. We called it the Road of Life. It was under constant drone surveillance. 2 SPGs tried to pull out. One hit a mine. My chief sergeant had to go recover it. Just 400 meters from the enemy. We got it fixed in 2 months.
The crew made it?
Yeah, these things are built like capsules. You hit a mine, you might lose tracks, but the crew compartment holds.
What can I say to you, Cossacks? This is straight power.